Hello and welcome to another tutorial. This is Thomas Carter here, bringing you a tutorial on how to successfully set up a WordPress blog. Now this is using the manual way, as I like to call it, as in you can get an actual WordPress blog on the WordPress website. This is for if you want to create like your own custom one. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your web browser and type wordpress.org, not .com, it's .org for the download of it. Now if you don't know what WordPress is, obviously it's just a web software you can use to create a beautiful website or blog. We like to say that WordPress is both free and priceless at the same time. Isn't that kind of the same thing? Free and priceless? Yeah. Anyway, so just simply click this button that says download WordPress. Just download the latest version, which should already be there, and click on download. It'll download it in a zip format, which is, you can see there, 4 megabytes. Just download it to wherever you want. I'm not going to download it because I already have downloaded it. So what you're going to do is, once you've downloaded it, you will have this zip folder, which will say WordPress and then the version number. The installation is going to be exactly the same for any version of WordPress, or at least until, at least at the moment, any version of WordPress would work just fine with this installation, which is going to be exactly the same. I'm pretty sure they're not going to change it. What you do is, obviously, if you haven't got WinRAR, then you just open it up like a normal zip file, extract it. But if you've got WinRAR, you can just right click and go extract here. See there, it's now extracting. Give it a little time. It shouldn't take too long. So that it's quite a lot of files to extract. So. Okay. Then you should have a folder called WordPress, and in here are all your files for the WordPress site. Now the README does include installation instructions, but obviously this is a video tutorial, so I'm going to be showing you via video, and this will be slightly better than a README as well, because it shows you about all the customization options, things like that. Next thing you're going to want to do is have a program called FileZilla, or any FTP program. Just search for FTP client on Google and you should get FileZilla, or any one you want to choose from. Just something allows you to connect your web hosting. Now if you haven't got web hosting, I recommend you, if you want free, well not free, but if you want reliable web hosting that is I would say probably never ever go down, may go down once or twice, but 99.9% of the time will stay up, then WebHost UK, which is I think it's webhost.uk.net. Any free web hosting, just Google search free web hosting. There's plenty out there that support WordPress. So anyway, you want to go to connect to your site via FTP to upload all the files. So I'll just do this now. Yeah, I have a new WordPress version, FileZilla version. I don't need to worry about that. Okay, I'll just bring that in the recording area for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to connect to my site. Before I do this, actually, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and create a subdomain. Okay, I'm back. I just created a subdomain to use to upload these files. So I'm just going to quickly connect to my site via FTP. You want to go to your public HTML folder, or www if you have it. They're both the same thing. Now my subdomain is going to be wordpress.techythomas.net. So it's in the WordPress_tut file for obviously the WordPress tutorial. So what you want to do is navigate to a folder on your website where you want to install WordPress, and you're going to want to go into the WordPress folder, push Ctrl+A to select all of them, then simply just click and drag. But yeah, you can click and drag. We can delete them in a minute. Okay, now you notice it's got about 1,000 files to upload. It's going to take quite a while depending on your upload speed. So I shall see you in a minute when these files have finished uploading. Okay, so the files are almost done uploading. You see it's about 10 meg roughly to upload. So now it's just finished uploading. You can go ahead and you can delete the README and license if you want to. I'm going to delete the README. I'm just going to keep the license on there for now. So now what you want it to do is just double check that they've all uploaded successfully. Yes, they have. So now what you want to do is you can simply just disconnect from that, and you're going to want to go back to your web browser and go to the cPanel area of your website. So in this case it's cPanel.techieThomas.net for me. Now obviously you won't be able to get into this because obviously this is password protected for my site. Now the old version of cPanel, the login screen will look slightly different, but the rest of it looks exactly the same. Well, the new one will look slightly different, but it looks exactly the same as the old one anyway. So username for me, it's TechieToad. Simply just log in because we are going to set up a MySQL database, or MySQL, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to type in my password. So I'm reading off a sheet here. A sheet. I said a sheet. Okay, I'm logging in successful. As you see here, the new cPanel is exactly the same as the old one. Anyway, for looks, you may have frequently accessed errors. If not, it will be in the databases section. Simply just click on my databases, my SQL databases. We're going to want to create one for the WordPress, so we're obviously going to create, let's call this a WordPress 3. I believe it's my third WordPress site. Just going to create database. Yep, added the database. Cool. I'm going to go back. Now we are going to want to add a user. So I always call this the same as the WordPress name, just to make it easy. Oh, okay. I'll call this WP3. Password, I'm not going to tell you, obviously. I'm going to create user. It did just show my password there, but don't worry, that will be blurred out. Database is just double check. Yet WordPress 3, we have no users, so we need to add the user to the database. So, sorry if I'm going too fast, but this is just assuming that you have created a database before. If not, then you might be able to follow along with the with this here. So, add users database. I just create the user WP3. I want to add that to the database of WordPress 3. Click add. I'm going to give it all privileges. You need to give it all privileges. So click make changes. Yep, it was added to database successfully. Here we go. Now what you can do is you copy and paste your name of your database. So you can just copy it, Control C, and then you need to go to your website and then the directory where you uploaded the WordPress site. So in this case it's WordPress.techieThomas.net. I will leave this site up so you can see what we've done so far as part of the tutorial. So you click that, come up error. It doesn't seem to be that. I need this before we can get started. So click create a configuration file. Then we go to let's go. Database name, this is just the name of the database. Now my username, I'm going to paste the same thing, but I'm just going to change this to WP3 because this is the user details we also set up, the database details. Password, again this will be blurred out for you. Localhost is for my particular web hosting. If you're using something like I think it's 000 web host, then it will not be localhost. It will say, when you create a database, it will say what your host is. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then it's going to be localhost. Table prefix, we can just leave that for now. So, okay, it's now successfully connected to the database. Click run the install. Now this is the bit where we get to configure some of our sites. So the site title, I'm going to call this WordPress tutorial. Okay, username, you can do whatever you want. I always keep it as admin. Actually change that to a WordPress tutorial, there we are. Password, again, be whatever password you want. Okay, email. Obviously that's just your email. Allow my site to appear sections like Google. Yeah, you can untick that or tick it if you want. This just means that Google will pick it up if this is ticked. That seems to be okay. Then click on Install WordPress. Okay, WordPress has been installed. Well, you're expecting more steps. Sorry to disappoint. It's pretty easy. Usernames, obviously admin, or the one wherever you created your passwords, obviously your chosen password. Or sometimes you may not actually get to choose a password. Sometimes it may generate a password for you. If that does happen, just simply write that password down, use that to log in, then change your password. So now what we want to do, now you've just finished installing it, click the login and we'll see if it works. So obviously it was admin, or whatever username you chose, and then your password. Go ahead and click login. Now as you see now, this is the dashboard of WordPress. As you'll see here, you'll get a little 1 next to the plugin. Simply just click on the plugins and click update automatically on that plugin, and then you can just return to your dashboard. And that gets rid of that for now. So this has been the first tutorial of how to install or how to really make a WordPress blog. This has been the installation tutorial. Stay tuned for when we go to customizing the theme and the general overall appearance of our site. And then following later tutorials we'll get into a bit more technical things such as plugins and creating your first post, etc. Things like that. So to test it out if it works, you can simply just click your site name here, just click on it, and it will take you to your site. Now it looks pretty bland at the moment, but we are going to make this into some beautiful WordPress site here. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, click all the links below in the description to visit all my social networks and my WordPress blog. Links to the WordPress site and FileZilla is also in the description as well. So stay tuned for the next tutorial. See you later.